I've had this yogurt sitting on my desk all week. It's still good. I'm gonna eat it. Okay, well, it was nice knowing you guys. I now no longer have an eardrum. Holy smokes. I think I'm gonna have to wear an earplug. That was brutal, Catalina.
What's going on, guys? This is Goose Wayne Batman, and you're watching the South of the Straight Show.
Rub off on me.
I had to go just change my undies just now because I had a little pee-pee in there.
Out of my mind, couldn't get signed. Gotta go streaking by the bay. Load up your guns, shoot 'em for fun. Driving in jacked up Chevrolets. Furlong, smoke spawns. And I never won a thong before. Yeah, right. But now it's time to kick some ass and late. Nervous breakdowns all over town. So ruthless. If you're a pro, give us a call. Stop off the streets.
We gotta hit the mute button too when we're doing this. You know that because I didn't have the mute button off. We were muted for a good few there. So yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's I don't know why. I don't know. I had everything all loaded and ready to go, but hey, it is what it is. So now you can hear us, and I'm sure we're gonna start hearing from people saying they can't hear us in just a second here, but you can hear us now. So thank you for tuning in tonight. Sideshow Nate and Dan Straight here on the South of the Straight Show. We have a big show planned for you. We have like we do every single Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, it's Sundays. No, we don't do
Sundays.
Yeah, we do this on Sundays. That's what it is. Sundays from 7 to 9. Every Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. As I had said at the beginning of the show, yeah, there they are. Now they're coming in. Can't hear us. You can hear us now, okay?
Now
you can hear us now.
Now you can hear us.
We are broadcasting not only on YouTube tonight, but also on Twitch TV, as well as DLive.tv, okay? That's another spot that you can go and check us out. You can subscribe to us on DLive. You can follow us on DLive. Let's see. Do we have anybody who's tuning in right now? I have no idea, really. I'm trying to learn this DLive thing. I don't even understand it yet. Yeah, they got a chat on there and all that stuff, but I don't know that anybody is even tuning in right now on there. That's cool. So we'll find out as the show goes on. David Hurley also saying that he can't hear us, and Michaela Lee can't hear us. Yes, we're on now. You can hear us now. It's happening. Ta-da! Yes, there it is. Yeah. Well, I'll see if I can pull that up for you. Yep, we're good. We are on. We are rolling. We've got everything happening here.
Oh man, what a week!
And Dan, I just seen somebody pull in behind you. Who's this? Tell it. You know what? You come into the studio. You're sitting down at the studio, man. Come on in. Sit down. Let's. I think this may be the intern that Mark was talking about.
Yeah. I got a camera right here.
You got a camera on him? Okay, we're just gonna put 2 cameras on him. We'll get multiple angles.
3. We got another third right here.
Yeah, we just got a guy. My face looks like a baby's butt. Yes, my baby butt face. I had to shave the other day, guys. I had to shave everything. So. Yes, we have a guest that's just walked into the studio. Go ahead. Who are you? Give us some information. We've never met you before.
You'll do as you're told.
Yeah, Dan, give him the lowdown of how everything goes. Yeah.
You'll do as you're told. God. Okay.
What's your name, man? Tell us about you.
Yeah.
My name is this on?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can you hear it through the headphones or no?
I can't.
Okay.
hear
Well,
nothing
it's
through
one of those days.
I probably don't have
Oh,
it plugged
here we
in.
go.
I
There
gotta
you
plug
go.
them in.
Yeah, my name is Dallas.
Dallas. Nice to meet you, Dallas. Mark gave us a quick rundown like 5 minutes before the show happened, saying that you were going to be coming in tonight, and you're going to be just kind of observing and checking everything out and learning the program, huh?
Yeah. I've worked in recording studios
Okay.
over the past couple years. I've worked in Rust Belt Studio,
Okay.
just as assistant runner, with down in Detroit.
Uh huh. All right.
Yeah. So I got
Can you hear anything now?
He could hear when I turned him
it's
up.
working.
Yeah,
It's working. Yeah.
Dan just got to the show
See,
too.
you
Don't
see,
worry.
this is what you'll need to be learning.
Yeah.
You already know that. Lesson number one.
All right, so
get
you
the
got a little bit of
percent.
background with you got some background with recording
Right.
studios and
Yeah,
whatnot, right?
I basically set up equipment and I just did the things that nobody else wanted to do.
Oh
So-
yeah. No, I know how that goes, dude. I used to be an intern for radio, so I know exactly what you mean right there, dude. I had to do all the bullshit. That was kind of my job.
Yeah.
So okay, well, wait, what was your name again?
Dallas.
Dallas.
Yeah, like Texas. It's spelled the same way too.
Okay, Dallas will be hanging out with us for this evening, everybody. Say hello to Dallas if you could. And all of our new folks on DLive, I hope that you're tuning in tonight. I see we have nobody watching us on DLive right now. That's fine. That's
This is our first time ever doing that. So
yeah,
no
we've
one
never
knows to
done
watch
DLive
us.
before. We are now broadcasting on not only DLive, but YouTube, obviously. A lot of you guys are already on YouTube watching us here, or you are on Twitch. Twitch TV is another one that you can check us out at. But tonight on the show, let's get to the meat and potatoes of what we're going to be doing tonight on the show. We're going to be chatting with the Adamson Crew. I had put something out there recently saying that on a YouTube group that I'm in, Dan, a YouTube group that I frequent quite often.
Yeah.
Saying that if anybody wanted some promotion of their YouTube channel, we'd like to meet you. We'll do an interview with you and all that stuff so that we can get to know you and we'll let our viewers also meet you. It's not just not only AX forever, A7X forever 75. Nice to see you. This is hey, you know what? We're going to be talking tonight. A7. We are going to be talking tonight about I have a review of the Goose Show. Because I was on Goose Wayne's show there, Dan. Remember our buddy Goose? You
were on the show there.
I was
weren't you,
on
buddy?
his show the other day, yep. And so I'm going to be, we're going to be giving a full review of what I thought about Goose's show at about, I'd say about the 8 o'clock hour, somewhere
I think I
in
put
there,
a quick
man.
little something together tonight.
Your microphone's not even on you, man.
Didn't I put together a little review for you for what happened? I just started getting crazy. I was drinking.
This
a bunch
is
of stuff.
Dan's review.
This is my review of
Goose's show.
I was drinking a lot of drinks. I was really thirsty.
This is strange.
I had to get.
There you go. There's Dan's review of the show. Which I don't agree with that. I mean, Dan, really, it was a great show. It was. Yeah,
I just had too many drinks. I got all baked, and I had cotton mouth really bad.
Okay. Dan is smoking weed. That's another
You got
topic
a
that we'll be talking
breathalyzer?
about.
And that's exactly why I said that.
Yeah,
because we're going to
yeah.
be talking about marijuana breathalyzer tonight, guys.
Yep,
and
we'll
what
be
you
talking
guys
about the
think
new
that.
marijuana breathalyzer. But at 7:15, we have the Adamson Crew, a family channel that we are going to be highlighting tonight. We're going to be chatting with them. They're in Georgia right now, and we'll be giving them a call at about 7:15. You know what? It's like a channel very similar to like the Viveros. Remember the Viveros, Dan? Yeah,
it's Adventures with the Viveros.
The Adventures with the Viveros. Yep. So we're going to be talking to them about Carlos. What's up with your sock over there, dude? It's falling off of your microphone. Dan doesn't even know what a sock is.
Look at that. It was just kind of chilling. I like that, actually. See, you got the golden mic
The
underneath,
golden
guys.
mic, that's
Maybe
right.
I'll just keep the golden mic out.
Okay.
I don't need that. I don't need the sock.
No?
I'm
Okay.
not popping up all over the place.
Might want to kill your mic right now.
No, you know what? Stop it. I'm gonna do that.
So the Adamson Crew, we'll be chatting with Alicia and Ken at about 7:15, and then we have David Keoppen from My Own Will is going to be on with us.
I just want to go back and catch all the times that you and make just a long medley of like.
Oh, lucky you, Dan! I'm recording it tonight.
Great.
Yeah.
Tonight, every night, dude. Every time we do this, there's a moment, and I think I could make a 20-minute long.
You could probably turn me into like Ozzy Osbourne or something like that, like trying to talk.
Ask you a question, you're like, forever. It'd be awesome.
It would be great.
I'd have tons of material because that's how much you do that. What's up, Mr. Marcus? Mr. Marcus in the studio. New Leonard Media here tonight. And this is Mark's studio, so we got him here, and he brought us in Dakota.
Dallas. It's the other.
I knew it was a state.
My brother is named Dakota, though.
Oh, really?
Your brother's Dakota. Okay.
See, I was in the ballpark there.
Yeah.
I've never been to Dallas. So.
Oh, hold on.
Well,
give me some mic there.
Whoa, yeah, there you go.
Never been to Dallas, so we'll call him Chicago until further notice.
Just because you've been there.
Yeah, I've been in Chicago. Phoenix.
Phoenix, Chicago?
I just came from Phoenix, too.
Yeah.
Oh, you came from Phoenix?
Yeah. I lived there until I was 11, and then I just went back for the summer this year.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Whereabouts?
It was Glendale, like south of
Glendale.
Phoenix.
Yeah. That place is blowing up though.
Yeah,
I mean, like, dude, the area is urban sprawl.
Okay,
I
don't know anything about that.
It looks like the Grand Traverse Mall and whatever that crossing is there.
No, the Grand Traverse crossings. Yeah,
but like for hundreds of miles.
Right.
Yes, we're going to be chatting with Adamson Crew. Like I said,
Sub
we have the David Keoppen at about 7:40. We're going to be talking with David Keoppen of My Own Will, and we're also going to be doing a My Two Sperm segment with David on this. We also have Dan. This was something that came to my attention right before the show. I won something tonight.
What's up, Pops?
I won something. Yes, Dave Smitty is tuning in.
Mike?
Nice to see you, Dave.
Oh.
I won something, Dan. I'm kind of
did.
amazed by this. I won.
You did win.
Yeah, I won a meme contest that was going
winner.
on. Yeah. It was a meme contest. Let me see if I can pull up the video or the picture. Here it is. This was the meme. This was the meme that I did. I made up a meme for Dan by Dawn. See, they had this thing that was going on where it was they had a picture of Chris and Nick that were sitting down in front of the Grand Plaza, whatever that is. And here's I don't have the original picture. I should have.
It's like a mirror that they're on, and it's like.
Maybe should I get the original? Maybe I should get the original picture first.
Let me. Look, he's under him.
Let me get the original picture for everybody so that you can see what the original was. I'm pulling this up right now.
Okay, so the rest of the tutu and everything else is just.
It's just like what? Is that what you put in there, Nate?
Yeah. I put everything else.
It's got the nasty Nate touch
flying
in it.
out of the ass. Type thing there.
All right.
Yeah, let me pull this up really quickly.
It should have been blow a rainbow out your ass.
Oh.
Because that's what the picture you did, right? Let me see. Pull it back up.
Hold on, I'm pulling up the original really quick.
Better than
here
taking
so that everybody can see what it was originally. All right, so here's the original picture, everybody. This is the original picture right here. This is
I see now.
This is the photo that they said it was a meme picture. They wanted to turn it into a meme. There was some rules that went along with it. The rules were I had to keep the photography watermark down in the corner there, and we couldn't alter couldn't crop the picture. The picture couldn't be cropped or anything like that. So I did this to the picture. I decided to turn it into Chris flying on his back, and it says, "Fly, you majestic bitch, I command you." So that was that was what won the.
Nice.
I won the big meme contest, man.
Yeah,
so that's
sideshow commandments.
Cool, yeah. So there you go. We're gonna be chatting with Nick at about 8:10 tonight. So we'll talk to him a little bit more about the memes and all that stuff. Maybe we'll pull up some of the other memes so that everybody can see them. And another thing, Dan, this is kind of cool. You know, our friends Karen and Riff and Tiff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from the Lofties. They're getting married right now.
Really?
Right now, the two of them are coming together as a holy matrimony and all that stuff, and they did not contact Mark about the music.
That's fine. You know who else didn't contact me about the music?
Huh?
Our good friend Dallas here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one wedding I was going to attend this year and not DJ. I DJ'd for 5 hours last night. But, it was cool. But it's he learned a harsh lesson in I guess what would you say, preparedness or equipment?
Yeah.
Equipment checking.
I tested everything at the apartment, and then I went and I took it to the venue,
troubleshooting.
and nothing was syncing. I mean, things were syncing up, but it was just all out of whack.
Yeah. You know what? I know exactly what that's like, because every single time that Mark goes and does a wedding, he takes the mixer for the studio here.
Yeah.
And when I get it back, everything is out of whack, dude. Like it's just jacked up. I don't know what to say. But you know, at the same time, I understand it because it's Mr. Marcus.
Well, most engineers understand like zeroing out equipment and recall. So you you ought to know what your settings are. I mean, take a picture right now.
I do take a picture,
and then the next time you see it zeroed out, exactly where you need to put it back to.
No, I always take a photo. I've got a photo of it and stuff, and I always keep an eye on it. I see we have a lot of folks from DLive right now that are tuning in too, and I'm so glad to see our new followers on DLive. Great. Appa Peacock just followed us. Thank you for following. Dude, this is very, very cool. RWPS R_W_P_P_S is following us now. Or they're at least posting pictures of frogs on our chat.
Nice.
So that's cool.
Nice.
I guess.
Cool.
I have to understand things about this. I don't know what is going on with the DLive. I'm ignorant to the DLive world. So maybe you guys can continue.
Something like this.
Yeah. We got Rick and Morty. The
Morty pens and stuff.
All right, so we
drink out of that.
If you guys could keep watching right now, and if you another thing, please go and subscribe to us if you get a chance there, guys. I know that not everybody is using the YouTubes on your guys' channel. You're on DLive right now, but please go and subscribe to us on YouTube. That'd be a huge favor that we would just love to have. So right now, let's give us just a second because we have to call somebody. We have to call in our first guest for the evening. Who was it, Dan?
Okay, hold on.
Adamson
it was David
Crew.
from My Own Will.
No, for God's sakes, I'll never get it. It was the Adamson Crew. Remember?
Adamson Crew.
Yeah, Alicia and Ken. We're gonna call
That's
Alicia
right.
and Ken. Are you leaving now, Mark?
Kenny.
Okay, all right. Take your time, man.
We're
gonna call up the Adamson Crew right now.
I thought Mark would stay for this because
I
he's
thought that he would have too.
Adventuring with his family all the time. And
right. Okay, the Adamson Crew, Georgia residents. These guys are down in Georgia right now, so we're gonna give them a call.
Why'd you give it the old Brooklyn accent? Down in Georgia.
Did I give it a
down
Brooklyn
there.
accent?
Get down there to Georgia.
I don't know.
Like what? That's the Georgia accent.
It's so nice to see our
hey,
new
down there in
DLivers.
Georgia, y'all.
The new DLivers are checking out the show, Dan. So this is cool. Yeah, I think we might start just switching everything over to DLive.
Dude,
are these people gonna answer? I hope to God they answer.
Yeah, they'll answer.
Man. They said that they're unavailable. Oh, wait.
Hey.
There they are. Hey. What's going on there, guys? It's nice to see you.
We made it.
You made it. Yeah, we were worried for a second. We didn't think that we were going to get you, but hey, there you are. All right. So here you go, everybody. These are the YouTubers of the week right here. This is Alicia and Ken Adamson, the two oldest folks of the Adamson Crew, right? That's tell us about your channel. Dan is also, by the way, tonight. Every single time that I stutter, he's going to be taking them, and we're going to turn that into a big long montage of my stuttering.
Just
so
for like forever. I'm going to make it go.
Welcome in there, guys. Alicia and Ken, say hello to all of our viewers. It's nice to see you.
How you doing?
Hey, the Adamson Crew. Now, you guys, what you guys do is, let me try to understand this really quickly. You guys are, you're a family, okay? You guys, everybody in the family, you guys all work together for your own YouTube channel and stuff. Is that what I've gathered so far? Is that right?
That's what we gathered.
Yes, so far so good.
Okay, all right. And then not only that, but you guys go on all kinds of trips. You guys do unboxings of toys and stuff like that. And tell me about what was it that gave you the initial moment that you were like, hey, we're like really cool family. We should just start broadcasting this to everybody, you know? Like, what was it?
Well, I thought of it because, well, first of all, our daughter, she's 6, and she likes YouTube. And a lot of our friends and our families, when we were, you know, God had a sense of humor and said, ha, we're going to give you twins. We had one name picked out for a boy and one name picked out for a girl. We had our girl, then a boy, and then when the nurse said, yeah, there's 2 heartbeats, we had to come up with another name. So we ended up with twins, and we have Morgan. And our family and our friends and everybody we come in contact with are like, y'all should be on TV. Oh my God, keep posting your videos. We love seeing your family and everything like that. And I said, well, why don't we just put 2 and 2 together and do our own YouTube channel? And there it is.
I love that. And you guys fit right in with a niche that a lot of other folks are doing. There's a lot of YouTubers that do like the family videos and all that stuff. Dan, you know about the Viveros, remember?
Yeah, Adventures with the Viveros.
Cool.
Yeah, they're fun. Check those guys out when you guys get on there too, because they're fun. They travel around and do the same thing.
Yeah, they do a lot of things like up in Michigan. You know, like they do a lot. They travel to different destinations in Michigan,
Exactly.
and I think recently they went up. They did one to Disney, and you guys also did one to Disney, didn't you? Tell us.
We just did it.
Tell us about the Disney trip. What was that like?
How was that?
Oh my God, Disney is like the most magical spot on the face of the earth. I know that I'm like 40 years old and maybe I shouldn't be so excited about it, but I think I was just as excited as the kids were. Don't let him fool you because he was just excited too.
And pictures with Donald. It was just me and Donald. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, he was trying to get pictures with all the characters too, so.
It was a lot of fun bringing, all the kids out. Of course, we don't know who had more fun, us or the kids, but the kids, they really enjoyed themselves, and they can't wait to go next year. Definitely.
That's awesome. So you guys are going to be doing this. This is going to be like a regular thing for you guys. You guys are going to be continuing to go back to Disney and doing this over and over or something.
Yeah, we're going to try to go back to Disney, but we're here in Atlanta, and we figured that, you know what, our whole mission, our whole thing is we want to encourage people to, our families, to just get back to the basics. Life right now is kind of crazy. The world is just kind of crazy.
Right.
And our family is what we vibe off of. The energy of our family is what we vibe off of. It keeps us positive. It keeps us going. And we just want other families to enjoy what we enjoy between family. And just get out there and go do what you do best. Have fun with each other and spend that quality time together. No one's promised tomorrow, and you only live once. So why not do what you got to do with your family and build that bond?
I think you guys are a great example of that, and thank you for being that example, because that's what people need, is to see that example so they can go, hey, let's do that too. I mean, sometimes you just got to get the idea. People aren't just creative all the time. So it's great to have other people that get creative and then say, well, hey, we can watch that. We're doing that too. But I'll tell you guys this much. Don't go to Disney try to take your kids to Disney on Christmas Eve. Don't ever try to do it.
Don't worry.
I did that 2 years ago. I thought, I'm going to take my kids Christmas Eve, we're going to go to Disney. We live up in Michigan, so by the time the whole thing was over, it cost me like $4,000 to do it. We got to Disney. I mean, I was there. We were there all day. We rode 3 rides. We waited in line all day. And every time you'll be in line, there's like a sign that's like, okay, you can get in like 20 minutes wait or something. Every wait was like 2-hour wait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you get down to like the 20-minute mark and you're like, yeah, we're in there now. And then next time you look up again, it's 45 minutes now. Like, what? What happened? Oh, a bunch of these quick pass people got to go in front of you or something.
Yes.
It's frustrating.
Well, I tell people all the time, get the fast pass, okay? Be one of those people then.
Be one of them, right?
Don't be the one that's sitting in line.
I didn't know, so
Okay.
Michigan guy, I'm just going to go take some kids down there. I thought it was gonna be magical. No one's gonna be there. You know, it's Christmas Eve. Who's gonna be there on Christmas Eve? Everyone's gonna be at home with their family.
No, everybody was there. Everyone was there.
Everyone was there.
Right on. Yeah, we have some folks that are tuning in now from our DLive. Okay, we just recently started doing this thing where we restream onto multiple different platforms. You're not only on you're not only on YouTube Live right now. You're also on DLive.tv and Twitch TV. Hey, what's happening, folks? Yes. This is the Adamson Crew, DLive. These are the and we have Joke69 who just tuned in. He's saying what's up. He's hanging out. We also have some folks that are on there that are saying that they're from the South and that accent. Keep on working. Oh, my accent. Okay, you're making fun of me. You're making fun of me. Yeah.
Because he was like, he tried to say they're down there in Georgia. I said, what's that, like a Brooklyn accent? They're down there in Georgia. It's a big place down there. Like what? You know, so that wasn't a good. That's what they're hinting on right there. But
so you're getting back to the basics of keeping family as a family. You know, I mean, I think that's a great thing. Now I was wondering this because my daughter loves watching your style of videos.
Okay.
And when I started watching some of the videos that she was watching, I was like, man, you know, who's coming up with these ideas? You know, who's the one that's behind all of this stuff? Is it the parents? Is it the kids? Like, I was wondering, like, when it comes to like the kids that are doing their own videos and stuff like that, are you guys kind of coaching them behind the scenes, or how does that all work?
Well, sometimes what happens is, you know, the kids, they're always doing something. So we decided, hey, you know what? Why don't we just put a camera in front of them and see what happens? I mean, a lot of things that you don't catch on camera. If you have the camera on 24 hours a day, it's just, you're going to find something. So you just go with what they have going on, and you just go with it. And then it turns into something.
Okay, all right. I was, because I mean, some of them seem like they're extremely well scripted, you know, like not from you guys, but like some of the other videos that I see on YouTube. I'm always like, who is doing this? You know, like, is there a mastermind? Is there like somebody who's back there behind the curtain who is sitting there, you know, like.
Yeah. I think some people do write scripts and then they act, you know, they come up with that video and say, this is what we're going to do during this video. And then they act that out. I don't know. We haven't gotten into that yet. Okay. There's just so much to do. You know, around Atlanta, Georgia, and surrounding states that we can just go to these events and, you know, let others know that, hey, this is this event and this is what you do here. Right. And, you know, the price and all, just give them information, the things to do. But sometimes our daughter can come up with, she has an imagination on her. Let's just say that. She can come up with some crazy things to do, and we will put it on camera.
Well, I love that it's kind of improv. You guys, you already know you have a platform. Like, we're going to go to this destination. Who knows what's going to happen?
Right.
You know, like, just improv, the whole thing. That gives it that realness, though. That's what you want. You want the realness. We haven't gotten into that Tyler Perry writing scripts yet. So so we just go in and you know, hope for the best. Well, I think that's where it starts. I think it all starts just simple, and just keep it simple for now. Just keep putting out tons of material, though. That's what it's all about. Yeah. Now, what do you guys use, like, even with the kids and stuff? Strap a GoPro on them and let it go like that?
So, I mean, look, we have our cell phones, these S10s. We have a GoPro, and we just got a Canon M50. I think it's M50. Yep. Yeah, so we got a Canon, you know, we got a boom mic, you know, Rode mic. I mean, we got a little bit of everything. So we're trying to catch any angle of anything that happens. So.
And yeah, sometimes we're walking around with a camera in my hand, a camera in his hand, a camera on the stroller. Morgan might even have a camera.
Oh my gosh.
We just try to capture whatever we can, capture, because during that editing time, you want to have enough that you can edit out.
That's what I was going to touch on. I was going to say about the editing. I mean, you've got all these cameras, all this tons of footage. I mean, that's a full-time job, just trying to edit it and continue to get material out every, so out as fast as you can. You know, that's just got to be like, that's the job right there.
You're right, because I think it's harder to edit than anything else. I mean, you can walk around with a video camera, but when you get down to the computer and try to put everything together, you know, taking out a lot of stuff or time spanning, doing all that, it takes a lot. But I mean, if you love what's going on, it's not a big problem.
Well, no, absolutely. That's great. Yeah. What a better job, though. I mean, if that's a perfect job. I mean, it's the job, right? But awesome job, you know?
Right. We got some folks that are.
On a new journey.
We've got some folks that are tuning in from DLive that are actually saying, you know, I mean, by you guys keeping it real, you know, I mean, doing everything real, they love that, you know, like that is the number one thing. Joker69 actually says nothing makes me go to the next video faster than people acting on YouTube, which welcome to the best program you'll ever find there, Joker. This is the one that you've been looking for.
Yeah, we don't act anything. We don't act anything either.
No, half of the stuff we're coming up with off the top of our heads, you know, like we're just, I mean, the seat of our pants, we're doing this stuff sometimes. But you guys' show, I think it's very cool what you guys are doing. I love the message that you're putting out there. And here's another question that I wanted to ask really quickly before we let you go. When you're going in public with 15 cameras in your hands, are people like looking at you like, whoa, wait, look at, just stay out of the camera view of these guys over here? Like, does that happen a lot to you guys? Is people avoiding you or something? Or
well, no, I mean they are more looking at like what is going on here, because you got cameras and stuff going on, and you know at some point we kind of tune them out because we're just trying to pay attention to what the shot is. Right. So I mean when you walk around and you've got a camera, it's got a handle, it's got a microphone. I mean somebody looking in, they're like, well, something's going on over there, and a lot of times we have our shirts on.
I love those. I love those. Who came up with that? Did you guys? I mean, did you guys draw those yourselves, or did you have a professional do that? How did that happen?
Yeah. I wanted a cartoon for us, and I wanted the cartoon to look like us. I didn't want it to look anything else. And so I went and I asked some friends and family who draw, and I just said, listen, I want a cartoon. I'm going to send you a picture of what we want, what we look like. And they made revisions until they got it right, because I was like, nope, that's not right. You're close, but not there. Right. And then when they got there, I was like, boom, that's it. That talks about our personalities, even the twins. One has a full smile and one has a half smile, and that is our twins. There's one that's way out there, and then there's one that's kind of reserved. So I wanted to capture our personality and everything like that. So we're hoping to get a little bit more merch out there so people can just buy it. We want our campaign to hashtag B2B, and that is back to basics. We want to get that out there a little bit more.
Okay.
And people can just, like I said, just really get back to the simple things. It doesn't have to be complicated to be fun and to be magical. It could just be simple.
Okay, gotcha. Hashtag B2B, everybody. Hashtag B2B. And not only that, you know what? This is another thing that I like about it is like the drawings themselves. I can see this as like a Dora the Explorer someday type thing, you know? Like,
hey, we're waiting on that. We are ready over here in the Adamson household, and there's never a dull moment. So whoever's out there ready to put us out there, we're ready for you.
Spend all your days in the studio just doing voiceover.
Hey, Dan, we've got our own T-shirts too, don't we?
Check this guy out.
Yeah, COKE HOGAN T-shirts.
Brother. You guys can get those at our show.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much, Ken and Alicia. I think it's a great thing what you guys are doing with your family. Way to keep the family together too. You know, I mean, you got your kids are like your best friends. You know, and I think that's an awesome thing right there. And parenting, you know, you got to parent them and be their friends all at the same time, and that's how you raise amazing children. I think
that's difficult.
It's hard work, but it's a lot of fun.
Definitely. Well, we're gonna play a video really quickly from your channel, if you don't mind, just to give everybody an idea of what you guys got going here. This one is called Professional Escapees, and I was wondering if maybe you guys could give us a little background story on this before we play this.
That was one of our first ones.
So that video, that's pretty much one of the first videos. We were just trying to put something out there, and what happened is like I saw them, you know, trying to get out of their crib at some point, and then I got the camera, and just to watch it, you know, I thought they would hurt themselves, but apparently they've been doing it a while. So that's what we're looking at.
Okay, awesome. Well, hey, and which kids are? I mean, brilliant children. If they figure out how to get out of the cribs, man, you got some smart ones. So keep your eye on them. All right,
they were troubleshooting it for a while. They were troubleshooting.
Yeah,
They probably fell a couple times and no one saw. You know, so by the time you saw, they already had it down. You know.
Well, all right, Ken and Alicia, you guys have a wonderful evening, and I would love to see what happens from here for you guys, because I think it's a great thing. We're going to encourage all of our viewers to go and check them out. We've got the link to their channel in the description down below, so we hope that you go and check them out. And Carlos and Shannon, you've got to get on this. I think Shannon already subscribed to you guys, actually, so that's
Appreciate it.
that's a bonus right there, man. But maybe some way you guys could collaborate. You could get some.
We're open.
That'd be fun. That'd be awesome. Well, thank you so much, you guys. We are going to talk to you in a little while, but we're going to play the professional escapees video for our viewers really quickly.
Yeah. And thank you for having us. Thank you for what you do, and just expose other YouTubers out there and collaborate. Just doing this right here. So thank you so much for reaching out to us. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
It's to be on here to just tell people, because we want to get our word out there and to tell people what we want our channel to really focus on with the family. So thank you for that.
Absolutely, man. You guys are great parents, and I thank you so much for taking a few minutes. Dan, you have anything else to say to them?
Thank you guys for doing it and putting in the hard work and the dedication to wanting to put it out there and being an example for everybody else to try to do fun stuff with their family, have some adventures. Don't take life so seriously in the crazy world that we're living in. Sometimes take a step back and just focus on something that's fun and cool with the family. Thank you for being that, you guys, and keep it going, keep it moving.
That's right.
Thank you.
All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good evening.
You too.
All right, see you. Bye. There you go, everybody. There was the Adamson crew right there from Georgia, man. And it looks like Joker69 from DLive is going to be checking them out and subscribing too, man. Sweet. How cool is that?
Well, let's check out the video.
Yeah, let's check out the video really quickly. We'll show you the video of hello from Manila. We got somebody from Manila who's tuning in. Hello, how you doing? I've never been to Manila. Is Manila a country? Manila's a country, right?
Yeah, the Philippines.
Okay, the Philippines. Hey, isn't your dad in the Philippines?
Yeah, dude. My dad's in the Philippines right now.
Oh, that is so cool, man.
This must be his lady right here.
All right. Well, hey, check out this video really quickly. This is the Adamson crew, the professional escapees. And then, that's Dave Smitty's wife. It is. Absolutely. There we go. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you from Manila. That's that's so cool.
Hi,
say hi to Mom there, Dan.
That's cool, man. Yeah, no, awesome. Hello.
Check out this video, everybody. This is the Adamson crew with professional escapees.
And look at this. Look at this. This is a professional right here. Look at this. Yeah, look at this. See how he gets out really smooth. But when he goes in, look, he's going to flop in. Watch. Boom, flops in. These professionals we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. Professionals. Uh-oh. So we got the other one. He's going to put his blanket in there. And we got the older one. Let's pay attention to the small guys. This guy back here, look at this guy. Boom, flops right in there. See, we're dealing with professionals. We've just noticed that they can do this, but they've been doing this a while. Look at Morgan, she hadn't been doing it that long. I don't think she ever did it.
know there's a different world, a different world. I know there's a different world, maybe it's a better world. I know there's a different way, a better way. I know there's a different way, maybe there's a better way. Maybe there's a different way, maybe there's a better way. Maybe there's a different.
Maybe there's a different way. Maybe there's a better way. Maybe there's a better.
microphones. Hey, welcome back, everybody. There was the Lofties right there, and we just got done watching the video from the Adamson Crew, too. And we want to say right now, first and foremost, before anybody else does on the internet, well, I think other people have already done it, but we're going to do it one more time. Congratulations to Riff and Tiff and Karen Pearson of the Lofties. They came together as one tonight. It is holy matrimony all together, all over the place. So yes, congratulations to you guys. I think it's awesome that you guys. I mean, you guys have been waiting to get married for a long time, man. I mean, I think it's awesome that you guys have gotten married, and we want to have you back in here as soon as possible, man, because I know that the Lofties have got great music, dude. They have that nice. They got that coffee house style.
I've got some video of them when they were in here.
Yeah, that's right. We had them in the studio that one time. Yep. Okay, so now we we had Dan, were you gonna say something?
No.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay. No, we had are you gonna say something? Every time you point your fucking finger off.
No.
Oh my God, damn it. Okay,
I'm just gonna keep getting you all night, bro.
We are going to be switching gears now, and we're going to be getting a little bit of hard and heavy with everybody. All right. We have got Dave from My Own Will. If you guys don't know who Dave from My Own Will is, you guys are missing out, because this band is absolutely incredible. They're going somewhere. They're blowing it up downstate, dude.
That's right.
Hello, Dave. Can you hear me? Are you there, man?
I am here.
You are here? All right. Let me pull you up really quickly here, bud. Say hi really quickly, Dave, to all of our new people that are checking us out on. We're not only broadcasting live on YouTube now, but we're also on DLive. DLive is another new broadcasting platform that a lot of the gamers are checking out. And I know you're a gamer, Dave. You love gaming yourself, you know. So.
Oh yeah, big gamer. I was actually just gaming before you guys called me.
Really? What were you playing? What game were you playing?
I've actually been playing the latest Dragon Quest game. It's Dragon Quest 11. It just came out on the Switch, and it's the first in the series that has both a 3D playable graphic style as well as a 2D like traditional graphic style, which is pretty freaking cool.
That's so cool, man. Yeah. Well, Dave is not only a gamer, everybody, for the folks that are on DLive, he's also the lead singer of the band My Own Will. And if you haven't heard of My Own Will yet, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because they are absolutely incredible. Dave is you also, you know, one thing that I think is really cool about you guys, releasing video after video after video. It seems like recently. It's how has that been on you? And you're like, that's got to be difficult.
I mean, it is what it is. Nowadays, it's pretty much standard to do at least 2 to 3 music videos per release. We staggered them a little bit, so it wasn't like super hectic. The middle one, though, me and Max were totally sick as fuck when we were recording it.
Yeah.
It was dreadful. I had like strep, and he had some sort of viral infection. It was terrible.
Oh my God. Yeah. Was that the one? Which one was that? Was that Ifrit?
No, that was Helpless.
Helpless. Okay. So is that one out yet?
Helpless.
Have I seen that one? I don't know if I've seen that one yet.
Yeah, it came out. It was the second single we released for the EP. It went Disgust, then Hopeless, and then Ifrit.
Okay, yes, I have seen that one then. Yeah. I loved Hopeless, dude. I mean, that was a really good one. But to find out that you were on your deathbed, basically, that's too bad. That kind of sucks.
Basically, we actually played the Machine Shop the night before we shot that, except, like I said, I was sick as fuck, so I couldn't even perform. We actually had Ron Buckley of the Convalescents. He plays bass. He fronted for me and learned our songs as quick as he could, and that's the only time we've ever had a fill-in member. It was pretty crazy.
Gotcha, man.
Wow.
So what's happening with My Own Will? Like, what do we got coming up next? Because we're going to be seeing new videos coming out. Is it a new recording? You guys doing some new gigs? I know that you got a Christmas gig that's coming up.
Yeah, we're mainly focusing on playing shows right now and pushing the Disgust EP. We're also in the process of writing our debut full length, but we're in the beginning stages of that. We have a couple of songs pretty much nailed down, but we're aiming to have at least 12. So hopefully before the end of 2020, that'll be done and out in consumers' hands. But for right now, it's just trying to find a booking agent to work with us and help get us on the road more full time. We play one-off shows here and there, but we're really looking at, hitting the road hard and trying to tour with some bands that have already established themselves in the national circuit.
Right, right. And you guys deserve it too, dude. I mean, you guys are not like, you are not one of those bands that just belongs in Michigan. You have to get bigger. You have to go farther. And not only that, I mean, the stage performance alone. I've seen some of your live videos. It's just like watching one of your music videos. I think it's fucking amazing, dude. I mean, it's not quite as gory sometimes, you know, but it's,
Well, I don't know, man. The shows we've been playing recently, we played with Body Snatcher and Slaughter to Prevail in the Pike Room. That's a small, like 200 cap, and it was a bloodbath, man. It was crazy.
Oh my goodness,
that is awesome, dude. And it's really a breath of fresh air to know that there's still mosh pits that are happening, Dan. I mean,
Everyone's flailing like they're, amateur karate enthusiast, but other than that, yeah, moshing's still alive and well. It's just you kind of gotta turtle a little bit more than you used to.
Right. Yeah. You gotta become a.
Usually, I'm just trying to make my way from one point to over to I want to go get a drink or something, so I just like go through the mosh pit like this, dude, and run through as fast as I can. I get a couple people every time too.
It's accepted in some circuits.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get through. So it's like, and they're cool with it. They're like, yeah, that's why we're here, So elbow through, and it's cool though, man. I love it.
Actually, I can remember my last mosh pit that I was in. It was at the Devil Driver concert when it was Devil Driver, Throwdown, and OTEP at Streeters. Wow, what you want to talk about a fucking mosh pit, dude? Like the entire place, and there were signs all over the place, people saying no moshing allowed. And then, I mean, there was no way that they were gonna stop it, Like
once it starts going, there's no stopping it.
Dude, we played Amityville, New York for Black Venom Productions. I think it was their first annual Venom Fest, and we were in this. It was a decent sized bar venue area, but it specifically said no moshing. But oh my god, it was the most wild slam dance throwdown pit I've ever experienced.
Dude, that is
they were killing Dead Nerves from Grand Rapids. They went out and played with us as well. And dude, during their set, I live streamed it. It was a bloodbath. It was crazy.
What do you think about, what? Did you see that one? There was a Slipknot concert recently where there was such a big mosh pit that was happening that Corey Taylor actually had to stop the show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I've had to do that, except instead of being on, this giant stage yelling at people, I'm off stage, got one dude in a chokehold and I'm throwing another guy off by his collar.
Oh my God, dude! Yeah, I was pretty floored by that. I mean, I think that number one, Corey Taylor stopping the show like that really shows the character of Corey Taylor. I mean, when you're up on stage, yeah, you want to see the crowd getting as crazy and as wild as possible. But there is that point where it's like, oh, wait a minute, we got people dying. We're losing fans. We don't want that to happen.
Right.
Well, and see that was the thing is the one time I had to do that was at Battle Christmas last year, and they just got. It was 8 or 9 guys jumping one dude, and I couldn't watch that, so I ended up jumping off stage, and I'm throwing people off. And then Max, our bass player, he was filling in at the time. He's right behind me, just helping me throw people off. It was by far the most hands-on I've gotten in dispersing a rowdy crowd like that. But
wow, yeah, well, there is mosh pit etiquette. I mean, you got to think about the mosh pit etiquette. There's a lot of people that sometimes forget. If somebody falls down, you help them up. You don't just let them sit there and get trampled.
Dude, you're just banging into each other. You're not trying to punch somebody right directly in the face unless you're me trying to get through. That's a different story. But when you're in the mosh pit and you're doing it, you're just you're banging around. You're getting rowdy. Yeah, you're gonna get hurt, but there's an etiquette to it. It's like sportsmanlike conduct or something.
Well, we tour quite a bit, and we go around and we get mad love in a lot of the various hardcore circuits throughout the Midwest, particularly Cincinnati treats us almost like a second home, and they're a big almost traditional hardcore crowd, and man, their form of moshing, even compared to up here, it's only a 3.5 hour drive. but they're completely down with the, like, you know, just crowd killing random people, just watching the show, just walking up and decking people. And I don't know if you've ever seen that clip of Jesus Piece playing New England Hardcore Fest.
I haven't, no.
Oh my God, that is the craziest mosh pit I've ever seen. It's circulating Facebook right now. If I find it, I'll tag you in it.
Yeah. I want to see that.
Wow.
But yeah, it's by far, like, that's the new, like, thing, like, especially with the heavier, like, breakdown oriented beat down style of music that we tend to play.
So
It's
wait,
just-
hold up, dude. These mosh pits are getting worse and worse. Like, people are like, I'm bringing a chain. I'm bringing a chain tonight to the mosh pit. You know what I'm saying?
I got a fucking hammer with me, man. You
Dude,
know,
I
I
got
gotta be ready.
A lot of people that are into metal are also into wrestling, so, you know, sometimes you just want to give a motherfucker the chair, you know? Like, I need to watch wrestling, and that's still a go-to move.
Oh,
Damn
man.
right. Have you ever seen the Wall of Death, Dan? Have you ever seen what a Wall of Death is? Oh, dude, the Wall of Death is the most intense mosh pit that you'll ever see.
yes.
It's where the singer separates the crowd, okay, right down the center. And then, you know, like right at a certain spot of the song, everybody just goes running at each other. And it is seriously, it's like something out
It's
of
a
fucking
wall of death.
Braveheart, dude. It is,
Yes.
it is bad.
300 or something.
Right.
Ah! That's cool, man. I'm down with
I've done
that.
it on a small scale before. Like, I've called for like 3 walls of death in my life. The
You've
first 2
called
I
for
definitely.
them?
I had no business calling for
That's like
the first 2, man.
inciting
Like,
a riot, dude. You know what I mean? That's some
on my
dangerous shit.
Facebook, it says Mile Will Rioteer, dog. That's what I aim to do. We're here to cause chaos, bro.
Okay, all right. I
Damn
love it.
right,
See,
damn
I've had to
right.
call down the thunder 3 times, bro.
You see
Wall
the
of death.
beard, man? You see the beard? Like, come on now.
All right, well,
You know
we're
what?
gonna get
Hey,
into that.
Speaking of the beard,
We're
yes,
gonna
yes.
get into that.
We are going to get into that right now, Dave, because we have this new segment that we have brought to the program where we like to call it the Between Two Sperms is what it's called.
yeah.
So
Okay.
let's might as well
Instead of between 2 ferns.
let's get our this is the opening for it.
Between 2 sperms, let us pick your brain and find out all the vital information between 2 sperms. We can learn about you. We can do an interview. Between 2 sperms, you can be you. You can tell us all about you. Between 2 sperms.
All right. So welcome to Between Two Sperms there,
That's right,
Dave.
that's right.
You are now in between 2 sperms. And if if you've ever seen the program that Zach Galifianakis does on Comedy Central, then you know what or not Comedy Central, it's on the Funny or Die. You know how Between Two Sperms goes. So we have some random questions that we are going to ask you. Dan, do you want to start everything off? Oh, by the way, everybody, let's welcome to the program. This is David Keoppen, the My Own Will guy. That's what his name is. That is him right there. So Dan, do you have you wanted to start with
you wanted me to start? Buddy?
Yeah. You want to start with your question first? Okay.
David, did you ever think that your acting career was gonna blow up like it has?
I mean, I have starred in more music videos than I had ever starred in any productions before. So no, I didn't really.
Cool. All right.
And when it comes to the acting in your videos, have you thought about maybe taking acting classes?
No, it's definitely just a side thing for my own music. I starred in one other music video in my life, but I did heroin and died, and it wasn't fun.
Yeah, that's we're well aware that you haven't been taking acting classes, and that you probably aren't going to be. So maybe give it a shot someday. How about that?
Maybe one day.
Okay.
Maybe. If you decide to pay for them, I will.
You heard it here first, folks. David Keoppen is going to be taking acting classes. Question number 3, is it? Is that what we're on now?
Yeah, I think so.
How old were you when you realized that your chin was 70 years old?
Yeah.
It was actually 17. It's the new movie I'm actually starring in, my first ever feature production. It's 17 going on 70.
And got struck by lightning or something.
Yeah. It's basically I just morph into the dad from the Goldbergs and just sit in a recliner and yell at kids.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Have you been asked to join the Illuminati yet? been asked?
I mean, I think the first rule of the Illuminati is you can't talk about it, right?
That's the test here, buddy.
Dave, you recently were saying on Facebook, "Grow a dick might be my favorite thing I've read all week." How has that gone for you this week?
Yeah.
It's just something that I've randomly seen someone say, and by far that's the greatest way of saying, have some courage I've ever seen in my life.
I love it.
So yeah, it's going great. I grew like 3 dicks this week because of that. It was perfect.
That's what I was kind of getting towards. Yeah. I was wondering how that's been working out for you.
I'm working on that 4th one, but it's kind of like it's getting to be more girthy than it is long, and I don't know. I'm kind of just thinking about retiring from the whole thing.
Okay, gotcha. Dan, go ahead.
David, now that you're famous, how much money will you be investing into the study of the flat Earth theory?
As much as it takes for them to stay the hell away from me, I guess.
All right, cool. That was a perfect answer. Exactly what we're going for. Nate.
I've got
number 6.
I got a question for you there. Okay. David, what is your favorite color?
Obviously, it's black, and if I can't say black, then it's red.
I'm sorry, you got that wrong.
Because
oh shit.
Yeah, the answer was blue.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll get by it.
Have you ever gotten anybody pregnant as to prank on her? To prank her? Huh? Got ya! You ever do it?
No, it was never to prank her. She tried to prank me and she failed. So.
Oh, see, these are the answers we're looking for.
Okay,
here.
Dave. My question for you is: do you have a cat?
I got multiple.
Okay. That's not that's not what I asked. I said if you had a cat, like one cat. Do you have a cat?
Yeah.
I have multiple A cats.
We're just looking for a one cat
deal.
Here.
Just looking for
one.
Yeah,
I got one cat. I have one cat.
All right, cool.
You have one cat. Okay.
So I guess you got that one kind of right.
I like that.
Would you ever consider joining Scientology? It's a question people want to know.
Only if I could actually be in the same room with Tom Cruise for 5 minutes so I could ask him why he's such a fucking moron.
Oh, shit. That's a good answer. That was actually the answer.
Yeah. That was great. This is another one, Dave. This is one that we like to ask everybody when we're doing the Between Two Sperms. This is a 3-part question, and go ahead and answer it however you feel. Who, what, when?
Hillary Clinton. Benghazi. Definitely when she should have.
Okay, thank you, everybody. There you go. There was David Keoppen with
Between Two Sperms. Let us pick your brain and find out all the vital information between two sperms. We can learn about you. We can do an interview. Between two sperms, you can be you. You can tell us all about you. Between two sperms.
Okay, there you go.
Man, it's
between
two
sperms. You think it's a little bit too long?
You should have cut it a lot earlier.
Yeah. Maybe.
You need to trim like a little bit of the fat out of it. Also, I fucked up my last answer. It was definitely when she should not have been, because she was not there, or else those gentlemen would still be alive.
Okay,
I was going to ask a question because I was going to bring up a topic, and I guess we can have another somebody else's idea on the topic too, since we have you right here too. And I was going to bring up the fact that they're talking about instituting a possible marijuana breathalyzer, and what does everybody think about the marijuana breathalyzer? And I do know a couple of facts about it, but just right off the rip, marijuana breathalyzer. Red flashing bad, or green for cool.
Yeah,
good?
what's your viewpoints on the marijuana breathalyzer?
Just that, without it knowing any information.
So, the problem I have with it is, the problem with THC is it stays in the system for so much longer than when it's actually been consumed. So there's no way to accurately dictate how long it's been since someone has smoked that immediate time. I do think it's highly irresponsible to smoke and drive. Now, that being said, I've done it more times than I can count. but it's definitely safer than drunk driving. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing.
Cool.
Good. I know the state's doing the swab currently, but you can deny that and just take a civil infraction instead of getting an operating while intoxicated. So
here's a little bit
there's a way around it.
Here's some facts about the thing. So now the breathalyzer, they've been able to really kind of hone the technology over the time now, and they've been able to find out if you've smoked within the last 3 hours. So actually, I think it would probably be a great thing, because as of right now, besides the swab thing, the only thing they have is to say if an officer says, hey, I've been trained to tell if somebody's been using marijuana, I believe that you have been, and now we can draw blood from you based on that probable clause. And if you've smoked in the last 30 days, you're getting a DUI, right? But now with this breathalyzer, dude, if I went to bed last night and burned one when I went to sleep, got up in the morning, slept all night, woke up, got my ready for work, took off, an hour later I get pulled over, I'm not in any kind of trouble for smoking the night before. So I think it's kind of that's a freaking awesome thing. If this technology is where they got you down into within 3 hours, that's cool, man. That's cool. You have to be within the 3 hour limit to be able to drive.
Yeah, I mean, we have to see how it works first is the big thing.
Sure. Right.
But yeah, just a topic that we were going to talk about tonight. We brought it up, so yeah, man, kind of cool, dude.
Well, Dave, we don't want to take up too much of your time, man, but we do want to say thank you so much for taking up your time to come on to our show tonight and chat with us. I also want to encourage all of our viewers to go and subscribe to My Own Will on YouTube and check out Death Toll Records, because they're the guys right there, man, that are supporting these guys more than anybody right now. They're the crew that is making things happen for these guys. So make sure that you check out Death Toll Records. Dave, did you have anything else that you wanted to say, or I want to make sure that I'm saying the right things?
Well, I mean, I just want to point everybody to our Spotify. Right now, we're really pushing that. We're just My Own Will. We got all of our collection on there. Shout out to the 3 other members of My Own Will that weren't here tonight. Kyle, my guitar player, my bass player Max, and Kyle's brother Danny on drums.
The twins.
Yeah, the twins. Shout out to Pinup Artist Management for taking such good care of us all the time. Shout out to all the fans that keep coming out to shows and keep supporting us and keep following us on this crazy ride we've been on.
Absolutely.
We got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, so hope you'll just stick around and be as shocked as we are when we actually present it to the world.
Very cool, man. Now, one more question. Now, we're going to play Ifrit. Can you tell us what this song is all about? Because there's a man burning himself in this song.
Yeah, so it's actually a concept song about demonic possession, specifically of a human man by the fire deity Ifrit from Final Fantasy lore. Like I said, huge gamer, so that's where the reference comes from.
Cool. So it's from a game.
But yeah, it's just basically about the duality of this guy kind of battling this demon for his soul, and eventually he loses the battle and sees the world decimated before his eyes.
Awesome, man.
Wow.
Well, that's
deep.
good info right there, man. And because I was wondering, I was like, man, the guy's just looking old in the video. I thought maybe he was just like, fuck it, I'm done.
I'm just trying to process what he just told me still, so I can. All right, we might have to rewind the video.
We'll watch it back, definitely. You know what? I mean, we get a lot more people that are watching this video after we get done doing the live broadcast. So,
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
I like to watch it back, too, just because I'm so full of myself.
I
yes.
never watch back.
You never watch back?
Never watch back.
No, really? Okay. Well, I like to watch back too, because maybe I'll take a clip. You know, I mean, I
do.
might take
I
a
do
clip
watch
of this whole interview that we had with Dave, because I mean, this is a great video right here alone.
I've watched back dozens of times, honestly.
Thank you so much, Dave, for chatting with us, and we are going to play that video right now for all of our viewers, and try to get you guys some more subscribers out there, man. We think you're doing a great job at your music, and you deserve it, dude. I mean, you need to be noticed just as much as Heart of Jordan and all them. You know, I mean, that's
dude.
Have you heard of those guys yet?
I know their bass player, just from the various bands that he's been in throughout the years. I've played with them, I want to say once, But it was a while ago, and I haven't seen him since he's joined up. So
Right. Well, cool, Dave. Thank you so much for talking with us.
There's
tonight.
another one for the books. Another one for the books.
Another one
buddy.
to record. Yes, yeah, we
Yes.
got that down there. My
fumble.
mumbling. But we're going to play your video right now, Dave. You have a good evening, and we will talk to you a little bit more between now and then, man. I love chatting with Dave, dude. This is Dave, everybody, by the way. Dave is here.
Yeah,
this is Dave. Dave from the band My Own Will. Thank you for talking with us tonight, man.
Hey, thanks, guys. I love being a part of you guys' show, man. This is always so much fun, and I love watching you guys grow and get bigger and bigger. So keep growing, and until next time, my man.
Right on, man. We'll see you, bud. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Yep. See ya. All right, everybody, there you go. There's Dave from Dave Keoppen. Dave Keoppen from the band My Own Will, man. Oh yeah, brother.
You guys, I mean, did you hear him breaking down what that song was
dark.
about?
That is a dark stuff.
Like, man, I mean, people go into depth with this is their art. They're artists.
Right.
And so there's a whole picture plus the video that's painted to this whole thing.
And the video that you're about to watch,
the
man.
art of it. I mean, it's dope, dude.
Yeah. Well, you're going to watch this video right now, and you're going to love this, and you got to go down and you got to subscribe to this channel. Go look for My Own Will, and not only My Own Will, but go and subscribe to the Death Toll Records too, man. Oh wait, who is this?
Getting a call.
Wait, we got a phone call.
Whoa.
We got a phone call.
Whoa.
Hold on, we got a phone call
Get
coming
it.
in, man. We can't just say no to a phone
Get
call.
it.
Hello, you got it on the South of the Straight Show, and who am I speaking with here? Is this? Oh, it's our buddy Nick, man. Hey,
what's up,
going
bro?
on, dude?
Hi, guys.
Hey, let me pull you up on the screen so everybody can check you out and see what's going on here.
Put him
There
on
you
the
go,
screen
everybody. This is the drummer right here for the band Damn by Dawn, man. How you doing, man?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. I can hear you. Oh,
that's not good.
Oh, wait, he's back. He's there. He's gone.
There we are.
There he is. There he is. He's right there, folks. There's Nick from Damn by Dawn. How's things going, man? How you doing, dude?
It's going good. I'm just winding down for the weekend and just getting ready for work the next day, you know?
Right on, dude. Yeah. Now, you know what? Nick had gotten in touch with me, and we're going to play the song by My Own Will in just a second, okay, folks? But and we're going to back it up. After we get done playing the song from My Own Will, we're also going to play a song by Damn by Dawn because, Nick, you've got something that you had to tell me that I thought was so cool, man. What was it that happened earlier today?
Chicken dinner stuff happening.
We actually just we got together. The band got together online and decided our winner for our meme contest. We got a picture out there that we did out in Lansing right before our show with Hans and Pete, and there's this really sweet picture of me kind of propped between two pillars, and we got Justin underneath me there, right there. Yep, there's that picture. And we sent it out to the fans, and we had our photographer kind of edit out the other pillar, so it looks like I'm just jumping.
Okay.
So it's really cool, and we thought, this would be kind of cool to kind of put a contest out there to get people involved, get people, interested in us, and let's see what people can come up with, have some fun, make some memes out of it, because people make fun of my pictures all the time. I have the best faces they catch at the shows. It's awesome. And
I know the feeling.
So I thought, you know what? Let's see what the fans can come up with. And honestly, I called you earlier and told you won, man. Nate won it with his meme.
That is
winner chicken dinner.
I won. I was the winner, everybody. And this is the coolest thing in the world, man. I was not expecting to win whatsoever because there was some that were there was some good competition out there. But I won with this one right here, everybody. This is Fly, You Majestic Bitch, I Command You. That was did a little.
You did a man.
I did a little bit of some photoshopping. I decided to put Chris, right, or is that Justin?
Justin on top of me.
Yeah, Justin up on top of you, and
I'm a fantical unicorn.
You are the prettiest unicorn in the world, flying across Grand Rapids there. So, thank you so much. Now I gotta ask you, being the winner, what do I win? Just notoriety? Is that what happens there?
This is gonna be kind of like a really cool personal prize, actually. I put in one of my old drums from my very first drum set that someone actually gave to me when I was 12 years old.
Wow.
So you're going to get one of my toms. It's going to be signed by the band. And then a pair of personalized drumsticks. We got our own drumsticks made with our name on it, signed by the band.
Wow.
And then I believe we're going to give you a very, very special CD. I know you already have one from us, but
Yeah,
this
I do.
one is going to be extra special. And I can't tell you why exactly just yet.
Putting something in there you can eat.
You will be the first person with this specific CD.
Dude, that is the coolest thing in the world. Oh my God. So we got a drum set, a tom, drumsticks, and a CD. This is the coolest thing in the world, dude.
That's a
This is
huge
something that
win.
we're gonna be displaying this at the studio, dude. I mean,
Yes,
Mr.
definitely.
Mark, is that okay?
Displaying this
Never
here in
mind.
the
Mark
stooge.
said no.
No, it's a cool prize, man.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
No, Mark is coming over right
He's
now.
like, I'm going to my
Let's,
seat. I got a seat.
Mark is the man in charge of the studio.
I think it would look great in here.
Okay, all right.
But here's what has to happen. If you look over Nate's shoulder right now, you see a spade shovel that nobody that ever comes in my studio has any clue why it's in here, what it is. And they know why it's here. It's got great meaning. It's got Jack Begley's signature on it and about the curse of but they keep telling me they're gonna cut the top of it off and build a nice little shadow box around it, and it could be nicely displayed on it. I'm gonna have to build this myself if you want something done right. Otherwise, it's just another garden tool in the corner of the room in the back of my garage. And
Busted a hole in the drywall.
Right.
And so really, these dudes are gonna potentially,
fix it up.
potentially just throw this drum in the corner.
No.
And
No.
you put it on a nice shelf.
Nobody puts baby in the corner. Okay, this is
This thing is gonna be something awesome when we get done with
Yeah,
it. Watch.
actually, you know what, Mark? What we're gonna do is we're gonna hang it from right above here. If if that's cool with you, we can hang it.
Hang it.
Yeah, we'll just hang it from the ceiling.
Yeah. Swayze wanted to hang baby in the corner. You see,
That's what we'll do.
You
We'll
don't
just
sit her
hang
in the
it.
corner, you hang her.
We won't use the noose as the knot.
That's right.
Jeez,
no.
God, give
We'll
us a
take care
break.
of it. We'll make it look
Nah,
cool.
it's gonna
dude.
look. It's gonna be classy.
Yeah. We'll make it
Well,
classy.
yeah, we want to get that package to you, Nate. We could either do it a couple ways. We could deliver it to you. Our bassist Amir actually lives up by Traverse City.
Oh, that's
Or,
right. Yeah.
We could actually have you come to one of our shows. We could maybe put in a ticket for you. And you come out. We've got two bigger shows coming up soon. We're going to be playing in Battle Creek with. We're going to be opening up for Another Lost Year, which is Chris, one of our guitarists. That's one of his biggest dreams is to play with them. Ever since he worked at a bar a few years ago and saw them. And we also are going to be opening up for Buck Cherry at the Diesel Lounge.
Nice.
In Chesterfield on December 27th.
Hey, now you know what? You just perked up my ears. Maybe I'll come to the Buck Cherry concert. That'd be kind of cool to show up down to the old Buck Cherry there. I gotta.
Well, you know what would also be cool would be able to have one of these guys on the show. Now, he mentioned Amir lives up here.
Yeah, he lives in
and he
Interlaken,
could bring some
actually.
stuff over here. So maybe he could deliver the stuff to the show on a Sunday when we're doing the show. Then we could have him on the show. And then if you weren't able to make the Buck Cherry show or whatever other show that they're going to send you to, maybe they could hook up some tickets for us to give away to some of the listeners.
That'd be great too. Yeah. If we could,
awesome.
If we could, Dan, way to market.
Dude, that was organic.
That was organic marketing from Dan. Way better.
5-5.
Way better than Puby Pats ever was. That was
way better than Puby Pats.
Yeah,
dude.
that was something else, man.
I don't know if you remember.
All right,
Puby
I like
Pats.
that idea. We're gonna give it to Amir. Then we'll have Amir come in here, and then
we can have him on the show.
Yeah, we'll have Amir be one of our in studio guests, and then great idea.
Play
Dan.
a bunch
Good
of music.
thinking. Yeah.
We can get some tickets out to some people.
Yeah.
And then we can display the whole prize you won too. That's the highlight.
That's cool. I like that idea. What do you think about that, Nick? Is that a good one?
I really like that, and I think the guy's gonna like that as well. That's a lot of good publicity. We got, I believe his name is Mike Scott that owns the Diesel Lounge. I think he's going to love that.
Okay.
He's going to get a lot of word out there. Maybe we can get a lot of people from northern Michigan to come all the way down to Detroit.
Yeah.
You know, we got our band coming down all the way, at least a 3-hour drive, I think, just down to Detroit itself. So
right.
I think that'd be an awesome thing to do.
Get some local support.
And you know what? Here's another idea there, Dan. You remember what our buddy Nick did years ago? Remember when we all got a bus? There was a bus.
Dude, I totally remember that.
You remember that? Everybody rode
John
together.
John and Nick, they got together and we went down and saw Rehab.
At Rehab at the intersection. Yep.
GR.
And
you went.
I got one even better for you
Marcus.
guys.
What's that?
I got one even better for you guys. We actually have our own party bus that we get
that's right.
for our fans. And we take it to these big shows, just the big ones. We don't take them like the local ones because it's not really worth it. It costs some money to get those buses rolling.
Right.
But we got some room on there still, and to get people on there, and we take them with us. That way they can't miss out on these. So we wait for these big headliners.
There we go.
So the people that win the tickets could get some space reserved to hang out with you guys on the bus.
Right, they could get on the bus and they could ride down with Dan by Dawn to this gig, and then
and we do acoustic sets too on the bus. Dude. It's worth it for the fans. They get show inside the bus. We're not promising it yet, but we're getting in the works to do a meet and greet with Buck Cherry. We did that with Saliva on July 27th when we played down in Nicky's in Sturgis. We got them a good meet and greet. Wow. When we brought the bus down, that was really cool. That was really awesome. So we're hoping to get that set up as well for Buck Cherry. We got a couple months to go, but that's another incentive for people to get on this bus.
Oh, dude, I think it's great, dude. This is I mean, all this just somehow came together. This is the first time we've ever come up with a good idea on the air, Dan. This is something totally different.
I don't know. Puby Patch was kind of good, but anyway.
Wait, Dan, this was your idea before we even started the show.
You guys.
That was Dan's idea before the show.
Oh man, dude, that was pretty rough, brother. You know, that was my.
Damn, what the hell?
That was quite the production, bro.
That was.
You're a great writer.
That was my review of Nate's show that he did with Goose Wayne.
Oh no, we're gonna be talking about that after we get done playing these two videos. Nick, I wanted to thank you so much for coming on and letting us participate in this and coming up with this idea. I mean, this was awesome.
Absolutely.
I mean, for us to be able to sit here and shoot the poop about this and come up with a brilliant way for a lot of PR for you guys. And Mark's got a hat on now, and it's
well, listen, guys.
I think it's cool.
What are you talking about? I always have a hat on.
The idea's been the seed's been planted now, but there's a lot of work to go yet to make this idea grow. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us. How are we going to market it? How are we going to give these tickets away? There's a lot of stuff to come ahead.
We're going to work it all out.
We're going to be talking, guys. But thank you, dude, so much for coming on here and announcing Nate's.
What about another meme contest?
Oh, well, that'd be an idea too.
We might be able to do something like that.
You mean like a meme contest for the tickets or something like that, or
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, what do you meme?
Let's do this. You know what? We're going to talk a little bit more after we get done with the show tonight because I have a way to do this. I think we're going to do something like that, some sort of a meme contest. But we want to make sure that what
my favorite's like the electroshock therapy, trivia. Shock trivia. Remember when we did that?
Yeah, shock therapy.
Shocked.
Yeah, that was.
We could get people to get shocked.
That was torture. That sucked.
Yeah, I
hated that.
I don't know the legalities of all that.
We've
having
already done
strangers in the studio.
Yeah, you're
electrocute them.
Darn it, but it's so fun. We get a cattle prod.
I gotta think like in those.
Come on, I want. I mean, people are gonna have to want these tickets, dude. That's what I'm saying.
You gotta get cattle prodded for freaking Dan by Dawn tickets.
Okay.
Hey, it's not just Dan by Dawn. It's Buck Cherry.
I've got
That's true.
I've got one story about Dan by Dawn. I was on my way out to work. And it was in like Charlevoix or something like that, right? And I got pulled over. And the night before Dan by Dawn, you guys had a show at Streeters. I do believe, okay? And I get pulled over, and the cop that comes up to my door, takes my license and everything. And then when he comes back, he says, how was that Dan by Dawn? How was that Dan by Dawn concert at Streeters? And I was like, dude, it was cool. And then he was like, I'm in a band. And I was like, yeah, I do this show. He's like, yeah, South of the Straits. I know all about you guys. Dude, I was flying. I was going like 85. This guy's like, oh, yeah. I was like, well, tell me the name of your band. Come on my show and everything. And he chopped it up with me. And he's like, later, bro. And I totally got off the ticket. Never even got a ticket. And he saw that Dan by Dawn ticket there, and that's what got me. That was my saving grace.
Dan by Dawn saved your night, buddy.
Yeah. And he knew the show, and it was flattering almost. Mark, look at you.
Yeah, Dan finally knows what it's like to be like a beautiful woman. And getting out of a speeding ticket. That's amazing.
That was, it was a highlight of my life. The cops usually maybe they'll wait for another unit to show up before they come talk to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it was a relief. It was cool, man. But I don't remember what band the cop was in. He told me, but I was just kind of like, the information was coming so fast and I just didn't grab onto it. And I'm like, dude, get a hold of me. But I don't know. I don't think he ever did. Maybe he has been on it. We've interviewed almost 700 bands or something now.
It was 600 last week.
600 bands. That's what it was.
Hey, where are these hats and masks coming from? That's what I want to know right now.
We've got
what I'm doing right now is pretty much poking fun at like these guys got like this
a box of goodies.
This box of props that takes up space. See, this show is only 2 hours a week out of this studio. There's like other work that goes on in here, and other people that have no idea what South of the Straits is that comes into work, and I'm happy to introduce them to it. But like I said about the shovel, they look and they see this.
We got to fix it.
They see this mask. They're like, so the secret is out. You know, they see this. They see, like this Ted Nugent, Batman.
Yeah, it gets a little crazy. I mean, you got to be ready at any time. Now you look like the.
Ted screws it.
No, is it the Lone Ranger?
Batman.
Is it the Lone Ranger?
The Porn Ranger.
The Porn Ranger. You're going to be making puby pets by the end of this segment, buddy.
No, man. I've been hitting manscaped.com.
Oh, that's funny.
We need to get a hold of them. We need to get a hold of them for the shavings for the puby pets.
Okay, enough of the puby pets.
Let it
Nick, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight, man. It's we will talk a little bit more about this contest that we're going to be coming up with for you guys, and we're going to play some music from you guys in just a moment here. We're going to play a song by My Own Will, and then Dan by Dawn right on the other side of that, and then I have a big review about the Goose Wayne show, because I was on the Goose Wayne show on Friday. So we're gonna dance over there, brother.
Oh yeah! Highlight of Nate's life.
I was on the Goose Wayne show, yes, and you know what? It's gonna be. I have to review it. I have to.
Dude, that's awesome.
I have to let everybody know what I think about it. So.
Proud of you, buddy.
The ins and outs and the ups and downs of all of it. So, all right. Well, Nick, thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of the night to tell us about that, and for us to be able to come up with that cool idea. So,
man.
Thank you, man, and
it's
will
music
talk.
Time.
Yeah, it is music time. Let's play some music. All right, bud. Have a good night there, Nick.
Bye, guys.
Yep.
Thank you,
we'll
bro.
See you, Nick from Dan by Dawn.
Dan
Drummer
by
Dan by
Dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah,
buddy.
Got me out
all
of
right,
the
bro.
ticket.
We'll see ya. All right, everybody. We are going to be playing some music right now, as I said, by My Own Will first. We just got done talking with what's his nuts? Oh, David Keoppen a few minutes ago, and we're gonna
play his music.
That's
My Own Will. We're gonna play them.
We're gonna play My Own Will. Yeah.
And guys, if you see me talking to myself, please remember I'm self-employed and I'm probably just having a business meeting.
I wanna watch you suffer. I want to watch you suffer as a blind man. watch you suffer. I want to watch you suffer. As the blood moon blankets the earth, this night is everlasting. This body forever mine. Why wait for your expression when the hope has left your rise? Your planet will lay empty. All bodies free of life.
Yo, Binary, how did you do that? Seriously, how did you type upside down? I gotta like look at it. Don't tell him. What did I do? Or wait, am I upside down? There's no way I'm upside down. I'm looking at my what it looks like, and it looks normal. Is it upside down?
Oh, Becoming Human, they're totally rock, man. Yeah, those guys are rock. I mean, metal rock, you know, all that stuff. Oh, hey, welcome back, everybody. Sideshow Nate and Dan Straight. The entire studio is full of musicians, and Mark, very close to the microphone there. Maybe we should just
very close to the camera.
Yeah, well,
I love how, you know, like some people can't stand snapbacks being put on backwards because of this weird negative space here. And I like to just highlight, you know. In the summertime when I wear it like this, it like
highlight your forehead.
I get burned here, and then I take it off, and I have this like big bullseyes. I mean, I like it.
I like to see that the folks on DLive are liking Dan by Dawn too. That's pretty damn cool. A7 X4 Eva 75 says that they would love to see them down in Ohio sometime. We got some Ohio folks, some Flatlanders is what I like to call them. Tuning in tonight, man. But yeah, we live up here in Michigan. You live in Ohio. You know what's really cool there, A7, is that we feature music from not just Michigan now. We also broadened our aspects to every state that borders the Great Lakes. So if you know, Ohio, they border the Great Lakes. I think they touch Erie, don't they? They got a little bit of Erie. That's right there. Maybe, so if you know any musicians down there, A7, that are looking for some more promotion of their music, contact us. We'd love to play their music videos, do an interview with them, and all that stuff. One thing that's really cool about the show is we're kind of like we're like the stepping stone for musicians. You know, like they get an interview with us, and then they go to the real professional ones. You know, like that's the way that it all works.
Right.
And we also have in the studio with us tonight is Dallas. Dallas is okay. Mark, explain this. Now he's the new intern. Is that what you were saying? Is
I would like to introduce my apprentice.
Okay, yeah, very well.
Yep. I'm under his wing for
Dallas is a talented musician and also was interested in DJing and audio production. He's got a certificate in audio production and mixing and mastering. And he's got some credentials under his belt, and he's done a few things. He lives here by way of Glendale, Arizona, to St. Ignace, Michigan, down to Traverse City.
Okay.
Yep.
And I've met him through some mutual friends, and he seemed to be a good guy. I invited him to come check out the professionals here at South of the Straits.
Oh, geez.
You know, so that he can witness an interview of Dan by Dawn, and also learn that every Sunday at 7 p.m. Mr. Straight is Dan by Dusk, and it's good to know. So I just wanted to dive right into this setup, Dan. I set both of these two up because they don't know what's coming.
Wait a
you
minute,
see,
I don't. Yeah,
see
I don't
now
know.
Dallas told me some of his credentials as a runner for some other larger studios down in Detroit.
Mark keeps on talking. We're gonna take all of his stutters and turn them into something.
Well, do what you got to do. All right, I'm no Barack Obama. I'll start speaking slower and thinking before I talk.
Okay. So what were you bringing to the table here?
He's got some credentials under his belt, some big sessions. He's actually helped Greta Van Fleet, one of your favorite bands, Nate. And I thought I'd just, bring that to the table today.
Who? Yeah. I've never heard of them. Who's Greta Van Fleet?
2-time Grammy winning now.
2-time Grammy winning.
Yeah.
That's two more than Dead Man's Float, just so you know. And
what a fuckwad. Dead Man's Float was my first band I was ever in, everybody, just so you know.
And just so you know, Nate hates on Greta Van Fleet.
I
pretty badly.
Really?
And as soon as he told me that, I was like, oh, we got to bring you to the table. We'll talk about this.
I have reasons, Mark. Listen, I love Led Zeppelin. I think Led Zeppelin's great.
I knew it was coming.
What do you think about Led Zeppelin?
I love Led Zeppelin. I always have, but Yeah, I was a runner for Greta for their last album. And yeah, it was pretty cool. They we Josh the singer, Jake the guitarist, Sam the bassist, and Danny on drums, and a lot of cool things. Watching everything come together.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff going into that.
What was your hand in the whole production of everything there? I mean, I'd like to know. Oh, we got Joker69 says that
right.
Joker69 likes Greta too, man.
There's a lot of fleeters out there.
They're doing it, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now Nate's just got Nate's got a perspective on inspiration versus emulation, and you got to duplication.
No, I think Nate asked him for an interview and they didn't hit him back. And he was like, whatever.
Screw them, man.
Yep.
Get them dudes. That's what happened.
Oh, they got.
Well, now we've got. Wait a minute. Now we've got the inside to Greta Van Fleet because we got Dallas in here.
So when you go as a assistant engineer, which is what you normally get trained for in recording school, you start out as, when you go interning, you basically mop floors, clean toilets,
right,
and then you get promoted to a runner. And a runner basically goes and gets Taco Bell for the band, or runs to Guitar Center to get some more strings or picks or whatever they're going to need during the session.
Right.
And so what he's saying is, during that session, that's the level in the pecking order that he was at the time.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I set things up for recording. Took things down. Went and got things like when Danny busted the drum head, the kick drum. I had to go find something to replace it, because
that's cool.
They only have a certain amount of time. They come into Detroit for like 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah, because when you're renting a place out and it's like $1,000 a day, you gotta like move on the recordings. But
well, when you're let me say something. When you are Greta Van Fleet and you're actually what you are is get them on the show. The show rocks. I love you, Joker. I love this guy.
No, you know what? I think he makes a really great point, and I want to hit on it real quick.
What I was saying is that Led Zeppelin is the ones that really they're the puppeteers behind Greta Van Fleet. Is that true? Is it really Robert?
Wait, I mean, Robert Plant has talked about him. He likes them. I mean, but he's joked on Josh.
Because I have a theory. I have a theory. Not only me, but several others. One of them, including Frankie Schweizer from Becoming Human. Okay, who has said that to keep the sound of Greta Van Fleet, or not Greta Van Fleet,
Led Zeppelin,
to keep the sound of Led Zeppelin in the earwaves of the younger generation, they've come up with Greta Van Fleet.
Okay,
that's possible.
That's what I was going to hit on.
Not probable.
Joker says, hey, they're not. Led Zeppelin's not going to make anything else.
True.
And hey, for all the Led Zeppelin fans and stuff out there, what's wrong with having a band like this that's going to continue to pump out awesome jams that they can like, man?
Hey, in the late '90s, when Jurassic 5 came out, it sounded like the old Cold Crush Cruise, from the '70s. Like, it was sweet.
They're bringing it back.
Now, what Nate's really missing for questions, he's talking about drum heads and broken guitar strings. You should ask him, what's the weirdest? What's the weirdest?
Did you have
yes,
to get them?
What's the weird things that you had to go get?
I had to go get a humidifier to put under Josh while he sang, because I think that kept his vocals
really
going, because Josh would be in and out. He'd be there for a few days and he'd be gone for a few days, because they live in Frankenmuth. That's where they were raised.
Yeah.
So when they're in Detroit, that's the only time they get to go home to their actual house.
Right.
And with their family and all that. But then after they're there for a week or two, they went and did Coachella and then came right back, and then they went to Europe.
Yeah. They were on a European tour when I tried to get their interview, actually.
Now you see, at the sake of his career, because this is a young guy and he still has a bright future ahead of him, unlike us.
Right.
You see how careful he's speaking and remaining professional, and he's not going to say a bad thing.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
he's not going to give you anything grimy.
Did they give you like a nickname or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Are you older than them?
No, actually, the twins.
Did they bully you?
I think I'm the same age as the twins. Josh and Jake, and then Sam is the youngest, and Danny's a year older than Sam. But when they did their first EP, the one that that got the Grammys, they were like, I want to say maybe 16, 18, and 19.
16 years old? Holy crap!
I believe so. That I think that's how old Sam was when they recorded.
Yeah, so Nate's on his show bullying some kids.
Oh, fuck.
You know?
What the?
Kidding
me?
Wait a minute now. When you
He's got hoodies older than these kids. You're talking smack.
So that's another thing too. Yeah, like I'm excited to see what they keep doing because they said Highway Tune, which was a hit. That was Sam told me that was the first song they ever wrote together.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
No kidding.
And they just played in bars in Detroit, and eventually they just got known in Detroit first, and then a label owner just saw them and wanted to, pay for studio time and help them out. Like, got them a deal. And then after one album, it just hit. I think they made 5,000 copies first, and mostly in Detroit, which is actually really cool. Is my friend bought one of those albums,
Original press,
original 5,000, yeah, and he showed them to me in 2017, early 2017, and a year later, and then I was helping on their next album. It was really cool.
That is now. How did that happen? How did that come about for you to get involved with Greta Van Fleet? Tell us about that.
I got after I got my certificate, I went around and looked at different studios of which ones I would want to try and be a runner for, and Tim Smith, he's the owner of Soundscape Studio, and he's a friend of my cousin's, and he owns that studio in Detroit, and told me that he would go to Rust Belt if he had to choose anything. So I went there and I talked to Al, the owner, and just sat there. I told him I really want to. I'll do anything and just I'll sweep whatever. I don't care as long as I'm around.
Right.
And he.
I mean, not anything.
Yeah.
I mean, in the wake
This is the music business.
in the wake of Me Too, let's just keep it. Let's just keep it straight, man. You wouldn't do anything.
What else going?
Within reason.
Yeah.
But yeah. So and then unfortunately you met Mark. I mean, how did that happen for you? I mean, was that
Fortunately.
Yeah.
Is this now the low point of your career?
No.
Stop it.
My friend's stepmom is friends with your.
Yeah, Gru has been best friends with my wife since.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since Dan and I have been knowing each other. Since Dan been knowing her, but anyways,
this is awesome. This is freaking awesome. I don't wait a minute. You
these weird connections. Yeah.
Yeah.
So our friends' kids are now in the studio. So these two, one's a successful builder, the other's a successful entrepreneur as well, and so they're very detail oriented and I don't want to say micromanage, but control issues.
Right.
And their kid. He's very easygoing, much like ourselves, and his new bride is a talented artist, and they're just chilling, and they're their young 20s. They got roommates. They're all this and that, and one of the groomsmen, best man, is gonna help DJ the wedding. And they've been freaking out about it for months. They're like, it's gonna be a disaster. It's gonna be like, dude, take it easy. Is there gonna be food and booze? That's all that a wedding needs. Like the rest of it's all. And then so
I played the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald at a wedding.
Well, that sounds like a disaster. Anyways,
it wasn't.
So I've known all along that I was going to come and help DJ this wedding on the low. I hadn't met Dallas yet, but then he had reached out to me and asked for help with some equipment and etc. And I got there, and they're giving me all this praise, like, "Oh, it would have been a disaster without you," and this and that. And it's like, really, he already had the format all laid out. There was an event planner there. He had everything ready to go. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, just last minute. The turntables wouldn't sync up, of course. The day.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool that you had Mr. Marcus right there too. I mean, to guide you through any issues that you had,
You know what? I was just trying to look out for the kid. I saved the day. All right. I saved the day. And
so Dallas, do you think you're gonna you're now really interning here at Mark's? I mean, is this really happening?
Well, I thought I'd invite him to come around. He's got some graphic design skills, and he's got an audio background. He's got a desire to pursue music. himself.
Right,
you know, and there's no better place for him to be as far as networking with other musicians than South of the Straits.
Right. Yeah. Dude, and you know what?
In my personal opinion.
I mean, that's what we do. We talk to musicians constantly, Dallas. I'll give you.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've been looking for that.
Yeah, I mean that's our job is, and not only that, we find musicians, you know, like musicians that people otherwise wouldn't have ever heard before. You know, I mean, that's kind of one of our things that we've been doing. Go back to Becoming Human, when Becoming Human was first starting out. You know, like they were kind of unknown at the time, and we started playing them on our show constantly. I mean, we became great friends with Frankie, the entire band. You know, Joel, Shay. And that was kind of our thing that we were piggybacking on right there at first, but now, the show has kind of blossomed into something different, you know, and to have a young, intelligent person involved in the show, this could be fucking huge. Can you believe this?
Now, let's not forget that moments ago he just said he's willing to do
anything.
You know, next week I might be showing up later than usual, Dan. That could be. Maybe we could let Dallas come in here. He could load everything up, get things working. I mean, he could get the show ready for us.
You know, you just throw him right into the water and see if he can swim.
You know what? Everything you just said, Dan has no idea what that entails.
He has no idea.
He's never been here for any of it.
He's never seen me doing this.
Shut up! I've been here.
Showing up at 2 o'clock every day, every Sunday.
Here for hours doing pre-production, making sure everything's ready to go. Dan shows up 10 minutes before the show and says, "Nate, you know what I think we should do tonight?"
That's not true at all.
We
But
like
we
busting
did
your
come up
balls.
with some
Come on.
really great material tonight, I
think. Can we overdose? Can we superimpose my wiener into that? No.
Dude, what?
Actually, that's a great question. Do you have any video production and all that stuff? Do you have a video production background? What kind of programs are you used to?
The whole Adobe Suite. I think I know all of the Adobe Suite programs.
Damn.
Well, we do have the Creative Cloud here and all the tools you'll need.
Awesome. Yeah, and then I use FL Studio for almost all of my music, but I've worked with Logic Pro quite a bit.
Okay.
And I've worked with Pro Tools. I only really started working with Pro Tools when I went to the studio with at Rust Belt, because I would go into the other room, the B room, and just sit there on the Pro Tools computer and just try to learn that too. So
well, as we know, I mean, Pro Tools is the industry standard. Logic's right behind, but for the most part, all digital audio workstations are essentially similar to one another. So I mean,
exactly.
You learn your way around one. There's a studio here in town, Studio Anatomy, very nice, classy spot. They run Cubase, you know what I mean? Whatever your chosen weapon is, you know.
Yeah, Tim at Soundscape uses Nuendo, which is what I learned on for recording bands.
And now we're
cool.
they can do actually 320 sample rates. You understand what that means correctly?
More than 319.
No, CD quality is 444.1.
Yeah, 44,100 hertz. Is what you want to have that at.
And that's basically like a
128 is internet standard for radio and internet radio and all that stuff. 320 is CD quality, I do believe.
No, it's beyond. That's more than Blu-ray even.
Okay, all right.
So I mean, it's got to get knocked down for that, but the whole
between two sperms.
Start talking some nerdy stuff. Nobody gives a shit what we're saying. I mean, is anybody ever even still on here at 8:50 when Mark Wilson comes in the studio?
As soon as Mark started talking about 44.1, everybody's like, "Fuck is this?"
Dude, we track at 88.2 here, and then we cut it in half. The audio quality is much better when you.
Well, hey, you know what, Dallas? I would have to say this. You know, we do have to get to the review for Goose Show, but I wanted to say before anything, if you show up every Sunday at like 2-3 o'clock, I'll be here. If you want to sit down, learn the programs that I'm using and all that stuff.
100%,
I mean, that would be a huge help for the broadcast. You know, I mean, you could sit down. I could show you like the ins and outs of what I do on here. I had to figure out this whole stinking program that I'm doing right now, and I don't even know the entire thing. Maybe you know a little bit more about it. You know, I mean, that could be. Have you ever dealt with
you show
like
you
live
some.
broadcasting or anything like that, or?
I don't think I've done a live broadcast. No.
Okay, all right.
Well,
yeah.
you're doing one right now.
Yeah, you're doing one right
Yeah,
now. Yeah.
yeah.
But everything that's happening behind the scenes here, the camera switching and all that, I'm doing it all. You know, I'm the one that's behind the scenes that's doing all this. So if you know, every single time that you see you coming on the screen, that's
Station
because
right
of
here, we set
You
you up.
watch that little that little mouse doing its little work.
Well, I use the hotkeys now. You know, I used to do it with a mouse a lot, but now it's mostly hotkeys that I use. Well, thank you, Mark, for introducing us to Dallas, and I look forward to the cool things that we're going to be coming up with in the future, man.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I make connections.
You make the connections, yeah.
Because like, you know, I act like I got the golden ticket. I walk through the door whenever I feel like I sit down. I start talking in your microphone. You have a whole show like schedule, and I come in. I shit on it every time.
No,
I bust Dan's balls.
You do have the golden ticket. What are you talking about?
You absolutely do.
And the truth is, anybody can look and be like, Mark, what exactly do you do? It's like, listen, I was a rapper 15 years ago.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
And Dan and I were pretty good. Right.
We could bust it down right now, but we're not doing that tonight.
So I look forward to this. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a new fresh set of eyes and ears and brain and everything on the show. So this is cool. Thank you, you, Mark. And
we're embarking.
And welcome to it, there, Dallas. What do you got to say?
I was gonna say I could close out my introduction with one little Greta Van Fleet story.
Yeah.
It was just funny because I was just sitting on the couch minding my business, and Josh walks in and he's like, "I need water. And he grabs a pitcher of water and he's just like fast walking outside, and I go out there to see what's going on. And he lit a paint can on fire, and it's just a giant flame right outside the studio.
What?
That's a Dan Smitty story right there.
Yeah, I do things like that.
Yeah, I got a little bit of it on Snapchat.
No shit.
Yeah,
things like that happen here sometimes too. Unfortunately, that's why we have to walk down to the.
Yeah. My wife doesn't know that they tried to burn down the studio with their cigarette smoking.
Well,
it doesn't matter how many times I tell them, like, look, dude,
it wasn't Dan, and it wasn't me.
Gross.
It wasn't either of us. It was just, you know,
we don't know what happened.
Pure chance that it happened. It was
their outdoor ashtray, which, you know,
was a little
I
plastic
put
pail.
there and said, here, go ahead and put your butts out in the dirt in this.
Yeah.
Not just flick your cigarette in there and catch other butts on fire until it melts the siding.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, and then it grew a plant in it, and then we couldn't get rid of the plant because we were like, oh, look at this beautiful thing. Look at
it's
all
like
of
a
it.
nicotine plant.
Yeah, look at everything that it's gone through to grow, you know?
Yeah,
like,
it was
maybe it was a tobacco plant, you know.
That's what I'm
Might
saying.
have been.
It was at least a nicotine plant. I'm like, if you bite that plant, you're going to probably die. Get the biggest nicotine rush ever.
So the Goose Show, for anybody who's still tuning in on DLive right now, I got to say this. Goose Show was fun, all right? I felt like I probably felt like Dallas felt when he was meeting Greta Van Fleet, but Greta Van Fleet's way bigger than Goose. I will tell you that. Goose
has Greta Van Fleet been on Dr. Phil?
No.
Okay,
and that's exactly. See, I mean, Goose is pretty freaking big.
Yeah,
I know Goose. I mean, not personally, but
you know who Goose is.
I know yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I was on his show on Friday. If you go back on the DLives on Goose Wayne's channel, it's the broadcast. It's titled Gamer Girl Hour, which I didn't understand that. But see, the Goose Wayne show, we sat there, we chatted about timely and topical type of things. Okay,
right,
it's kind of like it's the Goose Wayne podcast. And he comes up with a few different topics, and then we just kind of sit there and shoot the shit. Very similar to what we do here, Dan. You know, where we have a few different things, but we like to teeter away from any political stuff. You know, like we stay away from politics like crazy.
Right.
And I like that about DLive is that they're like a politic-free broadcasting service, man. So that's very, very cool about that.
No division here.
But when I came down to like the actual Goose Wayne show, let's see. I would have to really give Goose. I would have to say, production value. I'm sorry, you know, I'm not gonna give him a 10 out of 10, dude. I'm not. I'm saying like the intro was about 7 minutes long before we actually started broadcasting. It didn't have like there wasn't a lot of production that was gone into it, but I mean at the same time there was a lot of production that went into it because his repeating intro that was happening over and over and over was very well put together. You know, it had a. It looked beautiful, but the waiting part, you know, like sitting there, like if you watch back on it, like if you watch back on our show, it goes bam right to the meat and potatoes right off the bat, dude. It's not like you know, waiting for people to filter in or anything like that, and that's what we did. Which is, you know, I mean, I guess maybe that's a thing that people do on live streams, you know, it's just kind of wait. But I've never used DLive before, you know, so I've you know, I was brand new to it too on Friday. The show itself was fun. However, there was a problem where we were doing the broadcast, and this okay, I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna show it. I won't
You're
show
giving away
it.
the calendar, man.
Yeah, well, you buy the calendar. Buy the calendar, and you'll know what it was. But
Dan's
there's a picture of Dan's ass that came on, and Goose was like, "Whoa, no, dude, get that off of there right now." And I'm like, "Well, what? Yeah, I don't see the problem with it, but I guess." You know, there was a problem with it, so he didn't want to have that on there. Which I guess there's I guess things with DLive, maybe there's a lot more stricter rules that you have to be followed on there. Yeah, I would have to say actually the Goose Wayne show. Go watch it, follow it, subscribe to it if you can. I think Goose is a funny dude, really. And his girlfriend, fiance, Kaylin. I think it's cool that you're so cool with your husband doing all this, or your future fiance.
Well, he's gotten the help now.
Yeah,
with Dr. Phil, and you know that he got another shot, right? Is that what's going on? So she's being supportive, and she's being awesome.
It's cool.
He's a lucky dude.
I said I recommend people to go and check out the Goose Wayne show for sure. It's some funny stuff. He comes up with some edgy topics to talk about. I think that today last night him and Kaylin were talking about tampons or something like that. And
oh man,
hey,
it's about as hard hitting as this show.
It's something that needs to be talked about.
Dude, we don't talk about tampons enough, you know.
It's something that
and
might
multiple
need to
uses.
be talked about. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure people that do mosh pits would want to know the qualities of tampons, how they really absorb blood.
Yeah.
I was thinking more of like.
Remember, we were talking about the mosh pits.
We were
earlier,
talking about mosh
bloody.
pits, tampons and mosh pits.
Dan had diarrhea on a road trip once, and he was like wondering, you know, like a little.
What the?
Just kind of plug it.
What is in your mind that you come up with that shit?
Because it sounds very useful. Am I wrong?
But yeah,
am I wrong?
You didn't have to put me in the story out of nowhere. I didn't.
I would recommend everybody go check out Goose Wayne Batman. Funny show. Great show. I'm going to be watching it in the future, and I see RWPS is now spamming us with Goose Waynes all over the place.
Yes,
so
good.
yes,
well,
please thank you for the links so that we can share that with everybody else. You know, I think that's if we don't work together, ain't nobody ever going to be getting anywhere, man.
No, I love the love that we're getting. Yep. I love it.
Speaking of the love that we're given, we got to say, and we will be back again next week, DLive, 7 till 9 p.m.
Check out COKE HOGAN.
Brother!
Go on Facebook, check out for COKE HOGAN. Go on YouTube, check out COKE HOGAN.
If you guys don't know who COKE HOGAN is, you're missing out in life. We're going to finish the show, actually, with a song by COKE HOGAN. But I want to thank first and foremost before we get off of before we finish the night. I want to say thank you to the Adamson Crew down in Georgia. There, thank you for coming on. If you guys haven't yet, go subscribe to them right now on YouTube. Also want to thank David Keoppen from My Own Will. Very funny conversations that we had tonight.
That was cool. Yeah,
it was fun. It was a good one. And also Nick Dolph there from Dolph Lundgren. Nick from Dan by Ton.
Yeah, of course. And you stay tuned, guys, because these tickets that we're getting.
Oh yeah, this is
going to
be
do
cool.
this ticket thing, and then Nate's going to get this prize that he won, and then we're going to have.
That's so neat.
Dude, I want to be on the party bus.
You want to get on the party bus? Yeah.
You know, these tickets are going to come with a ride on the party bus.
Yeah.
To go down to the concert. So
to go and see Buck Cherry.
Are you kidding me? Right.
That's freaking awesome.
Dude, these are going to be some sweet tickets that we're giving out. I mean. We're gonna have to make you guys work for it, though.
Yeah, you're not gonna be getting these things for free, dude. It's a Buck Cherry and Dan by Dawn show.
You're gonna have
dude.
to work for this.
Yeah,
if you want.
You gotta bust
and
your
you
ass
got a
on
free
this.
ride there and everything,
right.
and you get to chill with the band the whole ride and do whatever people in bands do. I don't know.
Do anything.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying here? So we're gonna do something big. This is gonna be huge.
All right. Another thing. Oh, and Dallas, welcome to the program, man. It's good to meet you. It's good to see you, dude. I cannot wait to see what kinds of cool things we are going to be coming up with in the future. Did you know that in the radio days the interns got tortured?
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
I heard it's a kind of a tradition. People rag.
Did you?
I got ragged on.
Well, they're just going to send you to grocery stores to do crazy things like standing in the aisle holding a cucumber, going, "I'm Becco Rag."
Or maybe standing on the corner of the road with a sign in your hand or something like that. Yeah, south of the Straits sign.
Tune in it's every Sunday.
Yep. Well, you'll be doing some wild and crazy stuff, man. I'm not
there's
gonna.
not any hazing.
No, there's no hazing. No, not that. Not like hazing, dude.
I mean, you're gonna run in a gorilla suit through the mall.
Might do something like that. Yeah.
South of the Straits.
Yep. Just sitting out there, but we don't want to get you arrested or anything like that. We're gonna. We'll be careful. Because believe me, I mean, yeah, I'm sure you do.
You said you play an instrument that'll come into handy.
Listen. What you guys want to do. Like I'm sitting here, like, hey, man. I got some flooring out in the garage. We're going to put it in this studio, and I'm going to be the patch bay when we're done and putting everything back together. And these guys are like, we're put you in a gorilla suit, and you're going to go hump a mall cop. And
you're like, I'm putting this dude to work, man.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, I'm trying to get like useful things out of the show. Like Nate started out strong with like, hey, show up at 2:00 on a Sunday.
No, that's still a thing.
Pre-production.
Show up at 2:00 because hey, dude, when I was the morning show producer for KLT, it was me showing up at 2 a.m. and getting everything loaded for the guys on the mics, and I was never on the mic. I was just the guy behind the scenes that was sitting there coming up with all the goofy shit that was going on the air, which I learned a lot out of the deal. I think that was did it suck? Yeah, it kind of sucked.
What he learned was go to bed at like 6, 7 o'clock and get up at 2. Don't party all night and then show up at 2 and then go to sleep afterward.
Unless you're like me, you were partying all night and you were just going no matter what. All right. Want to remind everybody too that if you or a loved one or anybody you know is suffering from an addiction and you want to help get yourself off or maybe get them off of the addiction, send me an email at sideshow@southofthestraits.com and I will do whatever is in my power to point you in the right direction.
Thanks, man.
Dan, yeah. It's my little Bob Barker segment that I like to throw on there at the end, man. Save the pets or save the people. I say save the people. Dan, anything you got to say to close everything out?
If just remember, guys, if you wait till the last minute to do anything, it'll only take you about a minute to get everything done. So
yep.
There you go. All right.
Agreed.
Here you go. Watch Coke Horse. Maybe not. Maybe you won't watch Coke Horse. Hold on. Let me see what's going on here. We got to close the show out.
We're going to close it with the Coke Horse.
Yeah, we got to close it with the Coke Horse, man. We got to get the Coke Horse loaded up here. Because I can't just finish the show without
I just saw some videos on
there. There we go.
Settle down, boy. Got a long road ahead of us. It's not the same, brother. All of the pops have changed every day. They just keep fizzing away. There's no other taste like drinking it down ice cold, right all night for that carbonated gold, brother. 'Cause I'm a Cokester. Yeah. On a Coke Horse I ride, and I'm wanted. Yeah, brother, 'cause I live the Coke life. I'm wanted, 'cause I live the Coke life. I can sleep, but brother, sleeping is just a waste. Just a waste, brother. People like me, all of them, they all have their separate tastes.
You can plainly see I'm awesome by the bottle that I drink. Drinking it down. Well, didn't see what it was. Yeah. Well, it's a Coke, brother. What you think? What else? 'Cause I'm the coaster. Yeah. And on the golf course I ride, and I want it. 'Cause I live the Coke life. Yeah, brother. I'm wanted. Yeah, brother. 'Cause I live the Coke life. Riding this dusty road every day, brother. What'll I make you home? Right. Yeah, brother. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Grab the Coke. Ride Coke horse cross country, brother. Can't slow me down. Slow me down. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm a coaster. Yeah. And on a golf course I ride, and I'm wanted. 'Cause I live the Coke life. Yeah. And I ride these streets, with a loaded case of Coke 24 pack. Click, clack, so you can keep your drinks, brother. 'Cause the sweet nectar's got my back. I've been everywhere. Ooh, yeah. And this pop ain't no joke. I slammed 1,000,000 bottles. That's right. And every single one of them was Coke. What else, brother? I'm a coaster. On the golf course I ride. Living the life. And I want it. Live the Coke life. Wanted. Sleeping in the Coke, yeah, brother. Because I live the Coke life. Living the Coke life, brother.